Excuse me, is the seat taken?
Excuse me?
Is the seat taken?
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is the seat taken?
No, but I'm expecting someone very shortly.
Do you mind if I sit here until he or she or it comes?
They seem rather late.
You never know who you might be passing up.
Sorry, nice try though.
Sure thing. Excuse me, is the seat taken?
No, it's not.
May I sit here?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place.
Mm-hmm.
What's the book?
I actually wanted to read in quiet, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure thing. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place.
Yeah, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury?
Oh, Hemingway. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place.
Yeah, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
Well, I haven't exactly read it. I've read a lot about it, though. It's supposed to be great.
It is great.
Yeah, I hear it's great. Waiter? What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury?
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
I'm a Mets fan myself. What's the book?
Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read Faulkner?
I did in college.
Oh, where is college?
I go to Hampshire.
Where is college?
Actually, I never really went to school. I just like to party a lot at UMass grads.
Where is college?
Mount Holyoke.
So, do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner. I spent an entire winter reading him once.
Well, I just started.
Yeah, after the first 10 pages, I was so excited that I went out and bought everything else that he wrote. All of that psychological understanding, and page after page of gorgeous prose, and how he explains the mysteries of time and human existence, and the smells of the earth.
I think it's pretty boring.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury?
Oh, Faulkner.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
He is incredible.
I spent an entire winter reading him once.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I went out and bought everything else he wrote.
I know, all of that great psychological understanding.
And the prose, oh my god, it's so gorgeous.
And how he explains the mysteries of time.
And human existence. I cannot believe I waited this long to read him.
Well, you never know, you might not have been ready for it.
That is true.
I mean, you have to hit these things at the right time or it's no good.
That has happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name is Veronica, by the way.
I'm Benny.
Hi.
Hi.
So, Faulkner is a great experience.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Sound and the Fury.
Onwards and upwards.
Waiter? What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read Faulkner?
Yeah, I like Faulkner. Oh. Do you come in here a lot?
Every once in a while. Do you?
Well, I used to, but not so much since my nervous breakdown. Do you come in here a lot?
Why are you asking?
I'm interested.
Are you really interested, or do you want to pick me up?
No, I'm really interested.
Why would you be interested whether I come in here a lot or not?
Just making conversation?
Maybe you're only interested for the sake of making small talk long enough so that you can ask me back to your place to listen to some music. Only all you'd really want to do is fuck, which you won't do very well. After which you'll confess that you have a girlfriend named Stephanie who's studying abroad in Belgium and that you've been involved with her off and on in what you call a very intricate relationship for about 5 years, none of which interests me, woman.
Okay. Do you come in here a lot?
Every once in a while, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I come in here all the time. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
We must be in different schedules,
Misconnections.
different time zones.
It's crazy how you could live on this campus and not even know the person next door.
I know.
College life.
It's crazy.
We probably see each other every day. Probably in front of this place, too.
I know, yeah. Holy.
I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh? Boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My husband?
Uh-huh. You weren't anyone when I came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh? Boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
Well, you see, we were meeting here to break up.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My lover. Here she comes right now.
You weren't waiting for anyone when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
That's sort of a sad occupation for Friday night, reading here all by yourself.
Do you think so?
Well, I mean, what's a good-looking woman like you doing out alone on a Friday night?
Trying to keep away from lines like that.
But listen, I mean... So, you weren't waiting for someone when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
That's sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, reading here all by yourself.
Well, I guess it is, yeah.
I mean, no offense, but what's a good-looking woman like you doing out alone on a Friday night?
Listen, I have been alone out on a Friday night for the first time in a very long time.
Oh.
You see, I just recently ended a relationship.
Oh.
Of rather long-standing.
I'm sorry. Well, you know, since reading here all by yourself on a Friday night is such a sad occupation, why, do you want to do something else?
No.
Go somewhere else?
No thanks.
I was going to go to the movies right after this anyways.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate the invitation though.
Sure thing. You weren't waiting for someone when I came in, were you?
No, just reading.
That's sort of a sad occupation for a Friday night, isn't it?
Well, I guess I was trying to think of it as existentially romantic, you know, with literature, cappuccino, rainy night.
That only works in Paris. I mean, we could hop a late flight over and, you know, catch a Concorde and try and find a cafe.
I'm a little short on plane fare tonight.
Damn, so am I.
Listen, I was about to go to the movies after I finish this section. Would you like to come along since you cannot find the waiter?
Well, that's a really nice offer, but...
Girlfriend.
Two, actually, one of them's pregnant and then...
Girlfriend?
No, not if you mean that castrating bitch I dumped last night.
Girlfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of girlfriend?
My mother. Actually, I just recently ended a relationship of rather long-standing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's my first night out alone in a really long time. I feel a little bit at sea, to tell you the truth.
So, you didn't stop by here because you have some weird political affiliation?
Nope, straight down the ticket Republican. Straight down the ticket Democrat. Can I tell you something about politics? I like to think of myself as a citizen of the universe. I'm unaffiliated.
Oh, that's such a relief.
I like to vote my beliefs.
Labels are not important.
Labels are not important. Like me. I mean, so what if I got a 2-point at, 3-point at, 4-point at college? Or if I'm from Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Westchester County?
I know, sure.
I mean, I believe that a man is what he is. A person is what he is. A person is what they are.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I mean, like, so what if I like Trotsky? So what if I once had a total body liposuction? So what if I don't have a penis? So what if I once spent a year in the Peace Corps? I was acting on my convictions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can't just hang a sign on a person.
Absolutely. I bet you're a Scorpio. Listen, I was headed out to the movies after I finished the section. Would you like to come along?
The Woody Allen Festival?
Just up the street.
Do you like the early ones?
Anyone who doesn't need to be run off this planet.
How many times have you seen Bananas?
8 times?
12! Are you still interested?
Do you like Chef Jeff's cookies?
I went out at 2 a.m. last night to get one. Did you have an etch
Where
stamp as a
from?
child?
Yes, and do you like Brussels sprouts?
Actually, I think they're kind of gross.
They are gross.
So, do you still believe in marriage in spite of current sentiments against it?
Yes.
And children?
3 of them.
2 girls and a boy?
Smith, Mount Holyoke, and Amherst.
And will you love me
Yes.
and cherish me forever?
Yes.
Do you still want to go to the movies?
Sure thing. Waiter!